Hi guys, so today we are going to talk about what everybody's talking about, what the world is talking about. Yes, I'm talking about the infamous interview between Tucker Carlson and Lyin Ted. Yes, that is what I'm going to talk about today. As you can see, you must be saying, who are these people? Who are these people? As you can see, it's Mr. Christopher Hitchens, and of course, one of my favorite actors, Charlton Heston. Yes, I love Charlton Heston. His movies are among my favorite movies. I'm talking about Judah Ben-Hur. I'm talking about Planet of the Apes. I'm talking about the Bible. Love Charlton Heston. But in this interview, he was Ted Cruz. Yes, and you about to find out. And Mr. Hitchens here was Tucker Carlson. So, to say in this interview that Tucker Carlson annihilated, dismantled, destroyed Ted Cruz is an understatement. Because yes, he did. You don't have to take my words for it, people. Without further ado, why don't we get right into it? But first, let's hear the first interview that was held during George Bush Senior presidency. Let's watch this.
Let me ask a question to Mr. Heston. Can he tell me clockwise what countries have frontiers and borders with Iraq, starting from Kuwait?
Yes, indeed, I can. Those borders are going to be very flexible, I think, and Iran and Iraq demonstrate that. Let me come to.
It wouldn't take a minute.
Let me come to your comment. Kuwait, Bahrain, Turkey, Russia, Iran.
Exactly. You don't know where it is, in other words, do you? You have no idea where the country is on the map, and you're in favor of bombing it now rather than later on the whim of a president.
Mr. Hitchens, if I can interject, I'm not sure that the instantaneous command of the geography of the region.
Oh, I don't know. I think if you're in favor of bombing a country, you might pay the compliment of knowing where it is.
Is it me or what Carlson told to Ted Cruz resembles what this guy said back in the 90s? Just say it. You let me know. Okay. Now.
I don't know the population at all. No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people living around? 92 million. Okay. Yeah. How could you not know that? I don't sit around memorizing population tables. Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government. Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant? Because if you don't know anything about the country... I didn't say I don't know anything about the country. What's the ethnic mix of Iran? They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, it's not even. You don't know anything about Iran. So okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran. You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government. You're the one who knows anything about the country. Okay.
To be fair to Ted Cruz, I don't think those questions are that important to know. I don't know, but that's just me. What's the makeup of Iran? What's the percentage of Persian they have? What the percentage of Shia they are? I don't think it is that important. Oh, yeah.
Run by Benjamin Netanyahu right now. Yes, it is. Okay. And by the way, it's not run by Benjamin Netanyahu as a dictator. It's a democratic country that elected. But he's the prime minister, right? But just like America is the country run by Donald Trump. No, actually, the American people elected Donald Trump. The same principle. This is silly. I'm talking about the political entity of modern Israel. Yes, and that is. You believe that's what God was talking about in Genesis? I do. But that country's existed since when? For thousands of years. Now, there was a time when it didn't exist and then was recreated just over 70 years ago. I'm saying, I think most people understand that line in Genesis to refer to the Jewish people, God's chosen people. That's not what it says. Okay, Israel, but you don't even know where in the Bible it is. So I don't remember the scriptural citation. But
let's go to war.
Okay, it's like Genesis 16 or something like that. But yes, it's in.
I don't know about that. Okay, let's say that God truly said that, okay? Because no one knows what God said, okay? No one knows. Let's say that, for argument's sake, that God said that, but I I don't think God was talking about the same Israel, the same people, because back then this Israel wasn't where the old Israel was. So maybe God was talking about other people, but I'm a bit hesitant talking about this subject because I don't want YouTube to because nowadays YouTube is deleting channels talking about this subject, calling, I don't want to be deemed hateful by YouTube and then they put a strike on my channel. So I would rather let Tucker do the talking. Yeah, let's continue watching this.
It's in the the point is, Tucker, you keep interrupting me before I finish my sentence. It's important to know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying. As a Christian, if I believe in Jesus, I have to support the modern state of Israel. I'm not saying that. I'm explaining for me what my motivation is. But okay, so I'm just trying to understand. You said God tells you to support the modern state of Israel in the Bible, in some place in the Bible that you heard about, but you don't know where it is. That's your theology. You're going back, am I a sleazy feline again? I mean, if you accuse me of anti-Semitism again, I will say that, but I don't think you will. Asking questions about the Jews. I'm not asking questions about the Jews. There's nothing to do with Jews or Judaism. It has to do with foreign government. Isn't Israel controlling our foreign policy? That's not about the Jews. You said, I'm asking. And by the way, you're the one that just called me, I think, a sleazy feline. So that's what you're asking. You asked to imply that I'm an anti-Semite, which you just did. No, I just said, why is that the only question you're asking? You answer it. Give me another reason. If you're not an anti-Semite, give me another reason why the obsession is Israel. I am in no sense obsessed with Israel. We are on the brink of war with Iran, and so these are valid questions. But you're not asking about Iran. If I can finish, you asked me why I'm obsessed with Israel. Yep. 3 minutes after telling me that when you first ran for Congress, you elucidated one of your main goals, which is to defend Israel. Yes. And I'm the one who's obsessed with Israel. I don't see a lawmaker's job as defending the interests of a foreign government, period. Any government, including the ones that my ancestors come from. So that's my position. That does not make me an anti-Semite. And shame on you for suggesting otherwise. And I mean that. And that's low. You know it's low. So why don't you just answer my question in a straightforward, rational way? You certainly have the IQ to do it. So shame on you is cute, by the way, Tucker. It is. It's not cute. I'm offended. It's interesting you're trying to derail my questions by calling me an anti-Semite, which you are. I did not. Of course you are. And rather than be honorable enough to say it right to my face, you are in a sleazy feline way implying it.
So people, there you have it. So basically, Ted Cruz went to that interview with Tucker Carlson, snarky. We know how snarky Tucker can be. So Ted Cruz went to that interview unprepared. He probably didn't expect for Tucker to ask those line of questions. So he was caught off guard. So he didn't know what to say to the question because he is unprepared. And Tucker is right. He doesn't know much about Iran. I was talking about like, okay, I don't think it's a big deal. He doesn't know the population. What's the population of Iran is, nor what they are mixed or with. I don't think it is that important if he doesn't know those, but it's obvious he doesn't know much about Iran. All he knows about Iran is they hate America, they are the enemy, they are the evil empire, and they have to be dealt with. That's what he knows about Iran. The entire interview, all he did was blaming Obama, blaming Nancy Pelosi, can you believe this? Blaming Joe Biden, even blaming Jimmy Carter. That's all he was doing. So basically, he was blaming these people because he wanted to get Tucker off his back or going easy on him. Instead of defending himself, he thought it was a great idea to, I don't know, why don't I blame the Democrats? Maybe the Democrats will get him off my back just a tiny little bit. Yes, he wasn't taking accountability or anything for his part, given that he's been in government since 2012. He's been a senator, I believe, and in government longer than that. So he should know stuff. He should know. He should have been more knowledgeable, which he wasn't, which he's not. So, and I cannot stress enough of the job that Tucker did. He did an amazing good job with the questions, with the sub questions. He didn't let Ted Cruz getting away with not knowing much about Iran. He didn't. So he did an amazing job. This was a good interview. It's just like the other video that I posted with Lindy Lee, where Tara Palmieri destroyed Lindy Lee. That's this was the same thing. Tucker nailed Tucker humiliated Ted Cruz. And after that, he went on X. He was mad at Tucker Carlson. He kept posting stuff Tucker said on the past, which he said he did, that he changed his mind. He grew up. He evolved. But Ted Cruz kept posting them. And also, I've heard that Tucker Carlson called Trump to apologize. That is what Trump said, but we all know Trump is a liar. So maybe he's lying. And the fact that he said Tucker apologized, I believe he did not apologize. He probably called Trump saying, if I said something that upset you, it's because I care about the country. I don't think this was a good idea, but Trump took that for an apology, or he was just flat out lying. Yep, as he always does. Anywho, guys, let me know in the comment section what you think of this interview. Do you believe that Tucker did an amazing job? Do you believe that Ted Cruz did well as well? Or just like most people believe, he was annihilated? Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment. Until next time, ciao, ciao.